Now let's look at the numbers. According to recent research, which we mentioned earlier, if you increase the quality of your leads by 10%, you generate a 40% improvement in your sales productivity. And the best salespeople are 250% better at qualifying leads. In other words, they better understand the value proposition of their product and invest the time to do the research to identify more qualified leads. So the average salesperson that makes 100 calls has about 9 conversations. The best salespeople have 15 meaningful conversations for every 100 outbound activities. That's calls, emails, messaging, etc. These are called conversion ratios. So for every 100 leads you approach, about 10 might turn into appointments. From those 10 appointments, you might identify 3 qualified buyers. And from those 3, you're likely to make 1 sale. Now, these ratios may not be quite on target for you or your industry or your product, but you do or you will have a conversion ratio, and you need to know your numbers. Knowing your numbers provides you with power and control. Remember, you only have control over your input and the activity. If your organization does not keep up with conversion ratios, you need to keep up with your numbers. Keep track of the number of leads you approach, the number of those leads that turn into appointments, and how many appointments lead to establishing needs or going through a needs identification discussion. Identify how many of those conversations result in you presenting your solution and how many of those end up in a sale. So what does this mean to you? If the average sale results in $500 in commission to you, and you want to make $100,000, you will have to make 200 sales. And how many leads do you have to approach in order to make 200 sales? So if for every 100 leads you reach out to, you gain 10 appointments, a 10% conversion ratio, and 1 sale results from those 10 appointments, again, a 10% conversion ratio, how many leads do you have to have in order to make 200 sales? You would need to reach out to 20,000 leads. Now, can you do that? Assuming you only work 5 days a week for 50 weeks, you take a 2-week vacation. You would have to reach out to 400 leads a week or 80 leads a day. Now, if you're using the phone, you can make 80 dials in a day. I've done it, and many have done it. What if you want to make $200,000? How could you accomplish that? The easy answer is to double your efforts and reach out to twice as many leads. So that's 160 dials a day, and that's a lot. And that may not be possible. So what else can you do? Yes, you can improve your conversion ratios. So how do you do that? Well, you need better qualified leads, or you need to improve your sales skills. Or you can increase the amount of commission you make by upselling. If you prospect face-to-face, you will need to adjust these numbers. The gist here is that you have control. Know your numbers and identify where you can improve and be more efficient, either in your effort or your skills. This course will help you with the skills. You are the one responsible for your effort.